Welcome to the JEADV podcast, the official podcast of the European Academy of Dermatology and Venereology. I'm Adriana and I'm your host. Every month, the JEADV chooses and highlights 4 articles in a section called Editor's Picks, and today we explore the Editor's Picks for August 2024, selected by the JEADV Editor-in-Chief, Professor Carl Paul. Article 1. One is not born, but becomes a female academic dermatologist. Article 2. Decoding public emotional response to patients with facial acne. Article 3 is Atopic dermatitis on the web. Evidence is one click away. And Article 4 is Beware of the hottentota kiss. But before we start,
if you haven't already, you can register for this year's Congress from the 25th to the 28th of September in Amsterdam and online with a mid-rate ticket. The JEADV Congress is one of the largest international meetings in Europe, and lectures from over 600 speakers cover the entire spectrum of specialties. Join delegates from all over the world and develop your career. The mid-rate tickets are available until the 4th of September. See you in Amsterdam.
And now, the editor's picks. Article 1. One is not born, but becomes a female academic dermatologist. In a landmark article on gender inequity in academic dermatology, Walter and Morel, Figure 1, address the important issue of gender bias in academic medicine. They show that inequity persists in all areas of academic leadership in dermatology, including salaries, leadership positions, publications, representation on editorial boards, visibility at scientific events, and research grants. More than 75 years after Simone de Beauvoir challenged the patriarchal status quo in the second sex, Walter and Morel highlight the enormous task that remains and propose concrete actions that we should all pursue. Article 2. Decoding public emotional response to patients with facial acne. This prospective study evaluated the impact of patients' pictures with acne on attention, emotional perception, and social judgment in healthy volunteers. Using tracked eye movements, the authors demonstrate the highly disturbing effect of acne, especially around the mouth and mandibular area, U-zone acne, see Figure 2. They confirm the negative impact of facial acne on the perception of attractiveness. U-zone acne in the presence of frontal lesions has the most detrimental effect on social judgment and emotional perception. Therefore, dermatologists should pay particular attention to optimal treatment of acne localized on high-impact areas. Article 3. Atopic dermatitis on the web. Evidence is one click away. Atopic dermatitis, AD, is a common inflammatory skin disease and can be a major burden for patients. In this study, Wecker et al. Analysed over 240 million AD-related web searches in 21 European countries between 2019 and 2023. They show a strong correlation between search intensity, disease prevalence and burden across Europe, see Figure 3, and confirm the seasonality of AD burden. Searches primarily occurred between January and March. Such studies are important to highlight the prevalence and population burden of skin diseases and can raise awareness and inform policymakers. Article 4. Beware of the hottentota kiss. Considered to be living fossils, scorpions are among the oldest arthropods. They enjoy desert habitats and their geographic distribution may be influenced by climate change. Envenomation due to scorpion sting may pose serious health concerns. Feraldi and Nazaro report an impressive clinical observation, severe but short-lived, of severe hemorrhagic and necrotic blisters of the hand in a patient travelling back from Sri Lanka and stung by hottentota species scorpion. See Figure 4. It is hopeful that initiatives to reduce global warming will prevent hottentota species scorpions from colonising the European continent in the future. Our first article was Gender Equity in Academic Dermatology. Problems aplenty, yet paths ahead, by Walter and co-author. Our second article was Anatomical Variants of Acne Differ in Their Impact on Social Perception, by Jankowski and co-authors. Our third article was Burden of Atopic Dermatitis in Europe, a population-centered approach leveraging web search data in 21 European countries, by Wecker and co-authors. Our fourth article was Blistering Skin Lesions Caused by Stings of Hottentota Species Scorpion, by Veraldi and co-author. We remind you that all of the research presented today can be found in the Journal of the European Academy of Dermatology and Venereology, and although you can find free access and open access articles, JEADV members benefit greatly by having access to all articles and content. And as always, we would like to give a special thank you to all of our listeners, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe on Apple Podcasts, follow us on Spotify, or you can find us on any major podcast provider. Your support really means a lot. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to presenting more interviews, research, and topics of merit. And until the next episode, take care of your skin.